be more pressure heavy, and I guess maybe he has that variation, but this was not what we saw here.
Yeah, and you can make Sub-Zero very, very defensive if you want, or you can make him like a mix-up character. You can, again, we talked about Geras having very radically different moves. He can be like a zoning trap character or focus on the grapple. He can actually replace his grapple move with a combo starter. So he can actually, normally Geras isn't really a combo character. He can actually just get rid of the grapple, and then he has the sand move that he gets big combos instead. So you can kind of mix and match depending on how you want to play.
Ooh, coming up next will be Rewind versus SonicFox. Look at those ages. Do you see those numbers down there?
I mean,
what happens if you add those numbers? Are we about at 16-bit Ultra David levels?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah,
Every time I see these, like Rewind is literally still in high school.
That is true. That is true. All right, well, let's go up to Josh, who's going to have some words with the players.
Thank you, gentlemen. All right, it is time for our final pro exhibition match. Let's welcome our first player from Las Vegas, Noble Rewind. Rewind, we've seen your career explode these last few years with NetherRealm Games. Are you prepared to continue going up and up and up in Mortal Kombat 11?
I expect myself to rise to the top. Number one.
Number one, take a seat. Let's get ready to bring out your opponent. Ladies and gentlemen, from New York, the current reigning champion of NetherRealm titles, EchoFox SonicFox! Sonic, you're the fan favorite, the people's champion, and the reigning champion. Are you prepared to defend your title in Mortal Kombat 11?
Hell yeah, what the hell?
Hell yeah, take a seat. Let's get started. Great to see you. And as always, folks, these two players will sit down, go through the button checks, and confirm they are good to go to maximize their potential with these characters. Back in MKX days at the Fatal 8, SonicFox wowed everybody with Aaron Black. We've seen Rewind use a number of different characters throughout his career, but this could be anybody's game in our final pro exhibition match. Let's see who they're gonna pick as they go through the button checks. And as you'll notice on the menu, you have these intricate menu options to customize your play, including release check, alternate control, and other options that you'll be familiar with from other NetherRealm titles. Sonya Blade looks to be the selection from SonicFox. And Raiden from Rewind. Rewind, are you ready? He's ready. SonicFox is ready. Let's get this final match started. To the commentators.
David, I have a scorching hot take.
Okay.
You heard it here first.
Okay.
And this may be bold, and I might get blown up for it, but I'm going to do it because I'm about hot takes.
Okay.
You are a student of the history of fighting games, correct? Here's my statement. I want your answer.
Okay.
SonicFox is the most talented player to ever pick up a pad over Tokido and Daigo. I'm not saying length of time playing, results, just raw talent.
Look, give me a few more years. Give me a few more years, and I'll let you know the answer to that. But right now, yeah, he's on the very, very short list of all time. Absolutely already on that list.
That said, if there is anyone that can beat this guy in another Elm game, it is his close friend Rewind.
Yeah, they play a lot, for sure.
These guys play constantly.
Yeah. They were the grand finals of the Injustice 2 Pro Series grand finals.
Now, Rewind playing Raiden is actually no surprise. That's who he played in MKX, and he wasn't as well known. He really blew up in Injustice 2, but MKX has had a resurgence. He's been bodying people with Displacer Raiden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this character seems a little bit different. It seems maybe a little bit more like Zoning and Footsie's character.
I would definitely describe him as a Zoning or like Footsie character for sure.
Yo, this man is already pressing buttons between strings. For real, he just did that.
And this actually might kill.
Really?
Oh,
okay.
Very, very close. Now, Rewind is nutty enough to go for his crushing blow. Oh, wow! And there you see.
That was fast.
Now, that lightning move, he has a close, medium, and far version of that.
Okay.
He also has excellent range with his normals.
Yeah, even from this range, he can attack.
Yeah, he uses his staff in a lot of normals, and his punches and kicks have really good. His back one, too. Oh.
Wow. Was that maybe a wrong throw tech? Is that why there was a crushing blow? Okay. That makes sense. Okay, got it correctly that time.
Now, Sonya is a good pick for SonicFox. She, unlike a lot of characters, she doesn't use a weapon, so her range is some of the shortest in this version of the game, but she makes up for it with really, really good mix-ups. She has like a very long move list, and she has a lot of overhead and low mix-ups. They're all unsafe, but she makes you guess constantly. Like, her back 1-2 there, the second hit's an overhead, and then she has a low to complement it, so she's very much a high-risk, high-reward mix-up character, and Sonic's so good at predicting how you're going to block and mixing you up. It's a great character for him.
That definitely makes sense to me.
Unfortunately for Sonic, he's having a lot of trouble actually getting going because Raiden is so good in the mid-range. Raiden is also a character where the custom character variation really sets him apart. He has his classic moves you'd expect, the teleport, the Superman, but he has a lot of, like Geras, very wacky moves. He actually has a stance where he starts hovering in the air. We showed it to you, and he has like 4 different moves out of it.
Yeah.
He's got a move that's, he actually puts his staff into the ground and it's planted, and then he can do his lightning moves to bounce off of it. A lot of kind of trap or setup moves if he chooses to use those.
Now, at the end of the last round when he was going for the chip out kill, was there anything that Sonic could have done? Is there like a push block, or is there anything in that sense?
There's the flawless block where chip is dramatically reduced and you get a reversal. So that's kind of how you would want to push block in this game. So it's very high skill survivability.
If you block one hit of a string and the next hit of the string, do you have to continue to input the...
You do not. You can hold block and you'll still get the reduced chip thing. So if you're good enough to get it going, you know, you can survive stuff you'd normally be killed by.
What if you block the first hit of a string regularly? Can you then do the special timing block for the second hit of it?
It depends on how big the gap is in the string. Okay. I can't remember off the top of my head what the frame, you know.
Okay,
the nerds can look into that minutia later.
For sure.
But yeah, there will be scenarios where there's enough of a gap and you can flawless block the second hit and then punish it.
But not on a tight string.
Right.
It's a pretty slow chase down for SonicFox, as you can see. I mean, those buttons out of Raiden are big.
Right.
Yeah, very fast forward movement.
Now, SonicFox has figured out, though, her onion rings are actually really, really, really good in this game. They recover really... It's kind of like Baraka, where they're surprisingly... You normally wouldn't think of her onion rings as being super, super strong, but they are great in this.
Okay. And we saw briefly, I don't know if we've seen it actually connect, but Raiden has a huge anti-air, gigantic forward range on that.
Oh, that shot's so good.
Oh, man.
Now, this really shows the Fatal Blow mechanic here because he has now made this comeback, but Sonic is now in Fatal Blow territory.
Right.
And she has an overhead and a low that can link into it, so Rewind could be in a ton of trouble if Sonic gets in. And Sonic got in. He might go for it.
Keeping it safe,
no,
looks
he's
like.
just going for the pressure. Oh, there
it was? Was that a low? Yeah.
That was a low, yeah. Yeah, Sonic's doing a really good job just kind of getting the mid-range, then blocking. Oh, big jump in.
Target down.
Okay, let's see what he
see
got.
how Rewind tries to get out of the corner.
Dang, look at the damage already.
The short hop. It's so impressive that these guys, I mean, these guys are Evo champions. They are already using a mechanic like that.
Did you make Kombat out of the rings?
Oh.
Okay, but Rewind can't afford that right now. He's too low on life.
And Rewind's just one, basically throw or low, even in chip damage
was a
territory.
punish, even okay. Okay, there he goes.
Blade calling in air support.
Oh.
My favorite detail here is the intestine attached to the blade.
Now, since we've been seeing a lot of projectiles, talk to me how the flawless block works against projectiles.
Basically, it's exactly the same. If you block it, you know, at the last second, you're not going to take the chip damage. You're going to recover a lot faster. So you could definitely use that if you're really getting zoned out to block one perfectly. And obviously, it'll be easier to flawless block a projectile since you see it's coming.
Going back to the zoning game, again, we've seen a lot of this coming out of Raiden.
And, you know, I just saw you asked for questions on Twitter, and someone asked, are there brutalities?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Okay.
I don't know. That's something I would ask players here. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I don't know the answer to that.
They were definitely a cool feature in MKX. I hope they're back.
Okay, okay. Some pressure now from SonicFox as he moves forward.
Yeah, and SonicFox is definitely adjusted here after that first game. Oh, that mace is in play, though. Let's see
Oh,
if
the
he goes for
interactable mace.
And remember, you can amplify an interactable to get armor. It's one of the few ways you can get armor in this game, so
Okay.
it's pretty useful.
Okay.
Oh, that crushing blow is probably killed.
What was that?
I believe that one is if you block the first, try to flawless block the second, and you fail. I
Dude,
believe.
wow, okay. That gets pretty involved,
Don't
huh?
like mortgage your house on that, but I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
And that did like a ton of damage.
But that's a super sick condition. So you have an incentive to not try, I guess. Very cool. If you're not exact with your timing.
Oh, good anti-air with the uppercut. Uppercuts are like really good in this game.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of characters have great hitboxes on it. That was the beginning of Superman right there, which you can cancel actually.
Yes, you can actually delay the Superman. He kind of levitates, or you can cancel it. Now, you can't cancel it forever because it takes some of your stamina, but
Yeah.
it's a pretty good fake out.
For sure, yeah.
Now, see
Rewind
if
looking all right.
Sonic can steal this with Fatal Blow if he wants. Oh, nope.
That was an anti-air? That anti-airs?
Oh, that move just shuts you down. Like, you're not
Wow,
moving.
you can't jump through. So I thought that the hitbox was at the bottom
Oh,
of the screen,
no,
but
that
it's the
move is-
actual lightning.
Now, Raiden, it's not tracking. Raiden has to know close, medium, or far, but yeah, that's definitely a do not move, sir.
Wow.
And Sonic is really making hay with those rings. Oh, great tech. These guys are already teching each other's throws and playing patient in the mid-range.
Yeah, I really like watching Sonic just sort of move forward inexorably. It's not super fast each time, but you can see him consistently doing it.
What are these two friends going to do when they're not playing this game every day until April? Like, this flight is going to be such an emo flight for them because you know they're going to be hyped to play all day long.
Ready for the tech and had the right angle on it.
Oh, there you saw the amplified spear with the armor.
Oh, that's a good damage. All he needs is chip.
Sonic could easily.
Oh,
that
hold
could
on.
be a critical mistake. And Sonic's going to catch in that fatal blow.
Well, why not? If he takes one more hit of chip, he's done.
Yeah. Wait, that even might just kill.
No.
Almost.
Oh, okay, rewind out of there.
I forgot about the teleport.
Okay.
This is the classic SonicFox rewind set.
Yeah. Rewind didn't forget about the teleport. He was ready with that. And that's one of those situations where I guess you just don't have many other options, right? Or actually, you know, I'm not sure exactly how much life he had, but if he had blocked that perfectly, if he'd done the flawless block, could he have survived chip instead of...
We'd have to look. I'm guessing he still would have died. I don't remember exactly how much he had.
So that doesn't avoid chip death or
It doesn't
anything.
avoid it completely or chip death, but it does do significantly less.
Okay.
It really does matter. I just don't remember that. Like, I have to see that again.
Okay, sure.
Wow, they're both at even life. Very good use of Raiden's teleport, which I absolutely love the animation. The way he turns around into it is super cool. I was going to say Rewind's hanging around by that mace knowing an amplify, but then he teleported away.
Right, yeah.
Oh, that's probably it. Nope, chooses
Not
not.
quite.
Sonic chooses not to use the fatal blow there.
That's right, he
Very
could have done it, huh? I guess maybe he wants to save it for the next game if he has a life
He
lead.
must
Next
be
round,
confident
rather.
he's going to win this round anyway, so we'll see if he does.
What a
If
cool
not-
decision you have to make.
Yeah, it's very, very cool meta.
And he did, so he was right, he was right. So now if he's in a bad spot, or if he could just seal the game,
He'll still have
he will
it.
do that.
And
Yeah.
since Rewind used it, but it was blocked, he'll have it again. It only catches out if it actually hits.
Got it.
Very good zoning from these two.
Do you know if that's advantage, that big moving forward kind of red punch? I don't know, but
I honestly don't remember.
okay. Again, that slow.
Oh,
Oh, that's
that
the anti-air I was
anti-air,
talking
that
about.
was
Oh
sick.
my God, the
Yeah,
range
that-
on it is absurd.
The lightning bolt is the hitbox, so yeah, you can even hit jump back. So Raiden is so good on the ground, and he can really mess you up for trying to jump.
He seems really strong.
Yeah, I think Raiden. I think this is the strongest iteration in a many games, in my opinion. He's great.
Cool.
I also really love, personally, how tall and huge he is.
Yeah, he's cool looking for sure.
Like, this is in the MK1 lore, it actually is mentioned that he was extremely tall, and I don't think we've ever really shown how big he is. He is a big god.
Oh, you did go for the low, and
Sonic's got it.
All right, ties it up 2-2. Going down to the end.
I think this is exactly what we expected from these two players.
Yeah.
Whoever wins, they're definitely going to hug. There's definitely going to be a hug. There's just no doubt there's going to be a hug. And I think SonicFox actually has a cold, so he'll transfer that with the hug to Rewind. They could be sick together while tweeting about how sick and OD the game is.
Really strong harassment by SonicFox, but now into the corner. Oh, was it a counter?
Great counter, yeah. That is her custom variation move that she has on this slowdown. She has a high counter and a low counter.
Wow, that damage was wild at the end right there. So it's match point for SonicFox.
Let's see if Rewind chooses to zone it. Oh, teleports out the corner. Very smart. Oh, great anti-air. That was an MK9 style anti-air. That was good.
That didn't seem like a cancel either. That just looked like a link.
Sonic's in a lot of trouble. Is Sonic going to lose his first set? Is Sonic going to start his 11th career?
Ooh, the jam! Oh my god, it killed!
All right, here we go. Last round. We'll see if Sonic can clutch this out with a K.
Yeah, there he goes. The confirm from Rewind. He's got the corner.
Oh, that'll be a combo. You can actually mash two to keep that going, but Sonic's not doing it. He may want the restand, or he just doesn't know because it's early.
That is so good. That angle that thing takes.
Sonic just inching his way in. Rewind doing a great job with the zoning.
Maybe a little panic on the teleport though. Confirm properly. And back to trying for the zoning game, but SonicFox is a big threat.
Oh, wow, that was a precarious jump. All right, we're gonna end it with some brawling here.
Fatalable's there. That was just enough life to get it too. Great situation right now in terms of that resource for Rewind.
That was a very risky break.
Yeah, he was certain though.
You know Rewind wants to hit that trigger because it will kill at this point probably.
He might not.
But, he might not get the opportunity.
There still is the breakout. I don't know that we've even talked about that. It doesn't come on.
Didn't come out in time. It was just a few frames away from beat. SonicFox literally probably 3 frames or so from losing this exhibition. Well, that was a great set. That's exactly what we want from these two guys. That was super close. Here's a hot take for you. We're going to see this in many grand finals to come.
Well, let's go back up to Josh, who has a word with SonicFox.
Well, that was one hell of a series, but we have a request from chat. They want to see one more match. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for Tweety. This will be our final pro exhibition. Tweety will be facing off against SonicFox. Any words before we start?
I'm gonna try to mob, but that mix looks kind of good, bro. What the fuck?
It's a good mix. Go and take a seat. We'll get you down to the button checks. That was quite a series against Rewind, but SonicFox, you're gonna try to hold the title once again up here. Are you folks having a good time? We saw a lot of great gameplay. We saw a lot of great surprises. This is gonna be the final piece of our live broadcast. We thank everybody for tuning in. We still got a little bit more left to go as we showcase Mortal Kombat 11. Tweety's gonna get his lucky controller connected and jump into the button checks. SonicFox is gonna check the mix up and get ready himself. Let's see, he's gonna choose the same character and what Tweety is going to bring to the mix. Here we go, back into the menus. And to the character select screen. Once again, these players will have time to check their inputs, make sure they're... Ooh, Tweety's gonna double check something here. Need some help from Aquaman here. Thank you, Mr. Aquaman. So far, we've seen Baraka, Sonya Blade, seen some Scorpion. I don't think we've seen any Sub-Zero yet. Seen Raiden, we see some Scarlet, we've seen some Garrus. I'd love to hear from you online, social media, which characters you most excited to see so far in Mortal Kombat 11. All right, looks like we have the connection. Tweety is sitting down, and he's in the menu. Double checking the connection one more time. Looks like we're gonna go into the main menu. All right, we're gonna give Tweety a couple more moments here to get his controller set up. SonicFox, I'm gonna ask you real quick, how close was that rewind matchup for you?
Oh, that was pretty close. If you didn't notice, he tried to fatal blow me, and if I got hit by that, I would have died. So I don't think fatal blows are armored, but I think they're quick. So what I did was check him, just in case he tried to fatal blow me, I killed him. I was like, yes.
And while I have you here, what are your thoughts on the fatal blows compared to the X-ray system that we saw in previous Mortal Kombat games?
They're definitely a lot more useful now. Like, it made me not want to use X-rays in the last game because like most of them were useless and it was more important. Like now that system exists, it's like that's a big chunk of damage.
And do you think there's going to be a lot of strategy for players going in where they want to use the fatal blow in the first round or save it for the second round and trying to find out when is the best way to use it?
I think the best way to use the fatal blow is if it's going to secure you the game, especially if you're making a full life comeback.
Well, Sonic, thanks for your thoughts. We're going to give Tweety a couple more moments here. Let me kick it over to the commentators. We get this final matchup underway.
Now, Josh said that we haven't seen Sub-Zero yet.
Yes.
I saw a little bit of Sub-Zero in the back, but talk to me about how he is. Is he much different?
Yeah, he almost is a weapons fighter in this game. He uses ice swords and ice axes in a ton of his normal attacks. He has great range, good mix-ups. He has a low that can combo, an overhead that can combo. The overhead is unsafe, but still very, very good.
I heard that he doesn't have a move that he often has had in the past that has figured quite prominently in his game plan.
Ice clone's gone.
There's no ice clone.
There is no ice clone. Somewhere on the East Coast,
Yeah.
there is a certain player who has just died.
It's frustrating.
He actually does have a new move, though, that functions kind of similarly that you can check out. The people here will check out.